Many thanks for joining us. I am Rita Omodia. On our first story here, the federal government has promised continuous reduction in the number of out-of-school children across the country. The Registrar of the Teachers Council of Nigeria, Professor Segun Ajiboye, who gave the assurance in an interview with correspondent Kule Ojo in Ibadan, said the mechanism put in place by the present administration in this regard has been yielding fruitful results.
There has been a reduction in the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria. Previously, the figure used to be 10.5 million of Nigerian children that are out of school. But about June 2017, that figure has come down drastically to about 8.6 million. And that is not, that can be adduced to what the government has put in place.
On the determination of the council to get rid of those who are not qualified to teach in both public and private schools in Nigeria, Professor Ajiboye said the task force put in place for this assignment will commence operation in the next 2 weeks.
In that resolution that is taking place, I think every one of us, there's one goal. I believe there's one goal, and that is quality education for our children. That is the ultimate goal of the government, and that is the ultimate goal of the NUT too. Nobody wants poor education for our children. So if our aspiration is to provide quality education for the children, I think we should all put our hands together. We should all join hands together to make sure that the teachers that are going to teach our children are going to be those that are not only qualified, but that are registered and licensed.
He restated the commitment of the council towards enhancing teaching profession and ensuring effective capacity building for professional teachers in the country. And now, former governor of Abia State, Chief Orji Uzor Kalu, has condemned the open letter of former President Olusegun Obasanjo to President Muhammadu Buhari, saying the former president does not have moral justification to write such a letter. Orji Uzor gave this opinion while responding to questions from journalists in Abuja. He described the former president as insensitive to the progress of the present administration, saying corruption was prominent between 1999 and 2007 when Obasanjo served as president than now. The former governor, however, advised the former president to allow the Buhari-led administration to exhaust its developmental plans and strategies before giving negative criticisms.
What the SGF says, what you can say, res ipso loquitur. The truth speaks for itself. And we are working very hard to see that the entire Southeast will line with President Buhari. Whether it's PDP, APC, ABGA, and PPA, all of them are ready to line behind him. There is no going back on that.
Kalu also spoke on the Minister of Information stand that Buhari is not interested in running for second term as president. He said Buhari must run to complete his campaign promises to Nigerians.
All the ministers, the roles were not done. So, but Buhari have also given us cabinet ministers, and the roads are being done. I prefer a president who gives me the road for my trailers. We are manufacturers. Go to Aba. I have 3 industries in Aba. At a time, every week I have to haul out 200 containers to the seaport, export. For a time, those trailers cannot be. They were stuck down between Obehe and Port Harcourt. But today, the trailers are moving freely to the port and to Port Harcourt seaport. So who should be my friend? My friend is President Buhari, who give the poor people access road to move around.
The former governor also assured that President Muhammadu Buhari will nip the herdsmen farmers crisis in the bud. And now reactions trailed the move by the House of Representatives to amend the Electoral Act to give power to Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct a National Assembly election before the state and presidential elections. A lecturer in the Department of Political Science, Ignatius Ajuru, University of Education, Dr. Ken Nweke, has condemned the move, describing it as ill-timed and one that is based on selfish interest. Dr. Ken Nweke disclosed this in an interview with our correspondent, Converter Elisha, in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. He said the decision of the lawmakers to reorder the 2019 election timetable will distort the initial timetable released by INEC and also affect the election process in 2019.
Secondly, spreading the elections into three: the National Assembly, the state houses of assembly and governorship one day, and then the presidential one day, meaning 3 days. Means so much when we are just exiting from recession, and when the cost of governance in Nigeria is viewed seriously. And so you know what it means to conduct 3 elections in different days, that kind of election, in 3 days. And so when you do that in 3 days, you have high cost of running those elections.
Nweke continued that conducting the National Assembly on a different day will require extra budgetary provision for INEC, which according to him may not be cost effective.
That has not been part and parcel of the Electoral Act. And so that is within the purview of the Independent National Electoral Commission, to decide. And so that has been the pattern. But now they want to insert in the Electoral Act, categorically that the election should begin with the National Assembly. That is, there's a step that can be seen to be politically driven.
Away from that, the National Industrial Court in Lagos has adjourned till February 13 for substantive hearing of the case filed by disengaged Dangote workers against the management over alleged breach of contract. The 850 disengaged workers stormed the court today to register their dissatisfaction with the alleged ill treatment by the management of the company. Speaking with Galaxy News, the applicant counsel, Toluwani Adebi, said the court was supposed to sit but has adjourned till February 13 for trial. He said the management contravened some of the provision of the labor law, adding that the matter will go in the workers' favor.
In fact, as a matter of fact, Dangote Cement PSC escaping liability in this matter is like a horse passing through the eye of a needle. In everything they have contravened, in the terms of employment, their attitude or their rough attitude contravenes the Labour Act and international labor practices. So they cannot escape liability in this matter. So we are still very confident that at the end of the day, my clients is mine.
An activist, Comrade Chinedu Bosan, and some of the workers who spoke expressed confidence that justice will be served at the end. They said the demand is for the agreement reached with the management to be allowed.
For him to be causing joblessness, 850 workers were unlawfully sacked. You understand? So our demand is very clear. The demand is that Dangote Cement PLC, and by extension, Aliko Dangote, must compensate these workers. They must hand over the trucks, which they have agreed that will be handed over back to the workers at the end of the contract. They must pay all that bonuses and all these demands. We are calling the company to meet those demands within the shortest possible period of time. Yeah.
And I strongly believe that justice will certainly prevail, because we know that such instance would definitely crop up, being that it's a process and some certain unforeseen circumstances could happen, which is why it's been scheduled for the 13th of February. And we hope that and believe strongly that with God we'll definitely prevail and get justice.
We can say we are satisfied in the sense that we didn't see, these are some of the circumstances that may crop up in this kind of matter in court. And whether we are sure of getting justice here, yeah, we are very sure. We believe in the court in the first place, that's why we are here. If we didn't believe in the court, we won't come here. So we are sure from the way things are going that we will get justice in the National Industrial Court. So wait, we are sure of that.